Okay, let's try this again. Attempt 3. Attempt number 3. We'll see what happens.
Fourth objective, build the hub.
Where the hell
Note,
was I?
to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be
Nice. I'm all the
consumed.
way back here.
Caution. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
You know what? Go over here. I can do anything. Gotta grab all the stuff. Alright, let's see. Almost there. Wow, there's 2 of them here. I don't know if this thing that's here, is that what blew up on me before? Yes, it is. Got it. What's this? That was what popped. Alright, then this is iron, and I think that's iron right there. Oops. Two things of iron. Shit, it says I'm missing hub parts. That's no good. Can't do this yet because I don't have anything. I might have to restart this stupid save because when I had to quit. Oh, what a bummer. Limestone.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note, to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Sounds like... Okay. We're gonna do an attempt number 4. Let's see, that might have had something to do with launching the game through Steam. Why isn't this filtered? We have a couple of damn games installed. It says cloud syncing. Try this again. Restarting the Epic launcher. It's an early access game, is what it is. Gonna have a bad time. Don't know what that's all about. Trying to get the game to show up somehow. That shows up. That one doesn't. I guess we're going with this. Okay. Alright, it looks like I have to do another game. I wonder if I can go in here and delete. Boy. Attempt number 4. Attempt 4. Okay. This is gonna be the one. I hope. The other ones didn't work out.
Attention
I'd expect
Pioneer.
unemployment
The
rate is
following
still high.
instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
Okay. Hopefully this works. Looks like I have to get through the intro. I have to get through like the beginning, very beginning part at least, or this whole thing falls apart. Unless that hub I made was still there and the game was just wrong, which is possible.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
That's definitely possible. Now that I look at this, I'm thinking that maybe that base that I had like put down when I shut the game off, maybe that's still there because there's none of this stuff here. Alright.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2.
Breaking that apart.
First objective.
That's the thing.
Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fix-It Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. All important Fix-It data and communication is recorded.
Some of that stuff
and
was
stored
inside of
in
the
programs, including
inside of the
these
rock.
steps. Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fix-It Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: According to Fix-It regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Go.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: The acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
This stuff was, it's right there. It's right there. It's flashing. You can see it. So we're going to go there and we're going to build this base. I hope. I hope this works out. I'm at least going to get through this part here. It's the goal. Alright, so here's iron. We got a bunch of leaves. This is just OCD.
Fourth objective. Build the hub.
I feel like I need to do that because it's here.
Note: To complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain, close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
I don't know if this thing here is hostile or not. What is this? It's so cute. Oh, you can pet it. It runs off. Pet the shit out of you. Okay. Oh. Alright, I'm just going to pretend that that's there probably because of that stupid that site, or whatever, that Twitter account, I think. Can you pet the dog? You can pet the lizard dog. Alright. So now I'm going to go in here, press Q, open this up. I'm going to build a hub somewhere. Don't want to build it on the resource, I want to build it near it. Cool, cool,
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective: Complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: The Craft Bench and Hub Terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Alright, so this is where I just was. So you got the craft bench here, which is what you use to craft stuff on the bench. And the hub terminal, which has a cup by it. You go in here. This shows you the different milestones that you have. So tier 0 is the tutorial tier, I believe. I think all of these are probably kind of like that. I'm assuming when the game first came out, they probably had more stuff. This is showing me that once I complete this thing here, this first tier, or tier 0, the first milestone, it's going to unlock this stuff here. And what I have to do I'll get the equipment workshop, the portable miner, and then inventory slots. And then it's going to cost 10 of these iron rods here. So now I have to figure out how to get iron rods, which I think if I go over here, clearly this is iron, as I said. I'm going to get some more. This ends up being the really fun loop from what I've seen in the game so far. So it's showing me in the top right corner of the screen, like just as a reminder, because I selected that milestone, that's what I need to do. So I'm going to go here because I've got iron, and in order to make iron rods, looks like I need whatever this is, which is iron ingots. So in order to make iron ingots, I need iron. And you hold the mouse button down and then you craft it. Now if you notice, it takes a while to make this. And you can see the numbers for the iron plates and the iron rods increasing. I believe what that means is like the number of iron ingots I made. That's how many of the other thing I can turn that into. Yeah, so to make this, it costs 3 ingots. I've got 30. No, sorry, it costs 2. I believe it costs 2, or I don't know, it makes 2, 30. What is this number? We'll see. I'm gonna say it probably costs 3, and it makes 2 plates. So we'll make this. Yeah, so I got 2 plates and it costs 3. This one here, make 1 of these, costs 1. And I need 10 to go to the next tier, so I'm gonna go ahead and make 10 of those made. What a cool looking game, man. Alright. Go in here. And then, so what I have to do is I have to put this in here. We'll double click this and then upgrade hub. And now my hub is bigger. This also shows you like what's new here. Like if you get an upgrade and you're like, what just happened? You'll see the exclamation mark to let you know like, oh, this thing wasn't here before.
Inventory, additional slots. Hub feature, personal storage. 6th objective, complete hub
flower
upgrade
petals in there.
Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Hold on to those because I need to eat those nuts. There we go. Got my health back. Alright, so like I said, that font that's over there on the side of the screen, it's really easy to like just ignore it. Even though you should be paying attention to it. It's just something about the way that it's written, maybe the fact that it's not like outlined, that I just always gloss over it. So what I need to do is I need to make a portable miner, which will be, I think once I go craft bench. Oh, when is it? Equipment workshop. I gotta make this first, so I need to make more rods. And yeah, alright, so I made this, I add this to my to-do list just in case I forget what I need. So now I know that I need 6 iron plates, so we'll go ahead and make... I'm at 6, and then I need 4 rods, so we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4 rods. Okay. This is where I start being awful at my planning, because I'm always afraid that, like, I don't know, I think this base just grows, like, up. Not 100% sure. Like, I think it just gets, like, larger, and you kind of build off of it, but I can never decide for sure. I'm like, oh, should I put this here? Put it somewhere else? You know what, just in case, I'm gonna put this spot. No grid lines here, it's not gonna matter. Well, when I go to snap to grid lines, what this is doing is this is snapping to different parts of the base, I guess, where I can, you know, extend from. You also have the ability to rotate things. You can use the middle, or the mouse wheel to scroll. rotate the building depending on which way you want it to face. So I'm gonna do those. I'm just gonna put it like fucking, I don't know, put it over here or something. Gonna bother me that all this stuff is here. Whatever. Alright, so I got that. Got the space. Resources, man. So this is here. So now I can go in here and then I can make this portable miner. Add that to the to-do list. Now I can't refine the iron that I had. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to go back over to here. And it looks like I need 4 rods. I'm not going to have enough stuff to do all of this. I'm going to have to get more iron. Then 2 plates. Oh, I might have enough. I might have just enough. I do. Alright. So now I can make 1 portable miner. Now I'm good. What's up? Okay, cool. Okay, I got a portable miner. What you do with the portable miner is you mine portably. So I've got these resources here, and instead of having to hold E on it and put this down, and it's going to do that for me, which again is part of the loop of the game. Takes a minute. The thing with these is, all right, I got 30. So you can see how fast it's going through this compared to what I just did. I can grab this. It can only hold 100, so you have to kind of keep an eye on these. You can also pick the miner up if you want to move it to another resource later. Oops. Let me do that so I don't forget what I'm doing. I want to make like 2 or 3 more of those just because I can. Let's make 25. No, let's make 30 ingots so it's a round number. Alright, so I got that, so I need... That's 6. Got 8. And I want to make... I'm going to make a bunch of rods. 16? That should let me make 4 of those things. Which is more than I had planned on, but whatever. Alright. And as you can see, this thing already stopped mining because it got what it needed. Just put it all on here because I can. I'm just putting these here in like whatever order because this way it'll be a lot easier for me to come back over here later and like grab everything I want. Alright. Is this the superstar? That's the first one? Yes it is. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. We're going to go to hub terminal. Year 0, hub upgrade 2. Select milestone. In case. This is going to let me scan for copper, and then I can make all this stuff that's here. This milestone was when the game started to kind of like click a little bit more. Doing what I'm doing right now didn't really seem all that like entertaining. So I need to make a bunch of those and some other stuff. Detailed, I know. I don't think I have anything that can... With the hub and the equipment workshop, that's pretty much it. Okay. those things over there, even though I'm not like, you know, keeping a super close eye on them, what they're doing for me is that they're meaning I don't have to like, you know, when I need more iron, I'm not gonna have to like stand there for like 20 minutes just holding E down. Make 50. And then I need the 10 plates. 10 and then 20 rods, so I've already got 20 rods, don't I? Over here and grab this stuff. Couldn't tell if this was getting anything or not. It looks like it's like way lower than the other ones are. Inventory's already full. That's fine. Take this and upgrade. Sweet. Everything's getting bigger.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature, Biomass Burner. Scanner Feature, Copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively.
That's the biomass
7th
burner.
objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note. Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice. Automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
So, what I had missed, and I think I was sitting here for like an hour, like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Is, I think what I did is I probably went over here and was like, alright, well, whatever. I did that. I guess I'll do the next milestone, which is this, which means this is the first time I need to get copper. That thing that's in the top right corner, that is copper wire. I'll be making from here. I don't have any copper yet, so I can go search for that if I want to. This in here. I have to think about what I'm doing. So I have a tendency to just kind of like start clicking things and be like, ah, shit, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so this here is the biomass burner. It burns biomass. Biomass would be any of this stuff like leaves or wood or whatever. It's just fuel. And then I also have the ability now to, let's see, power. I can make a smelter. So this smelts iron ore into ingots. Cool. I didn't do this early last time, so again, I'm going to be making some strange choices here, I'm sure. Oh wait, I need copper for this. Okay, so I gotta find some copper first. Oops, let's go scan copper. I guess screwed myself over by doing that. Is this? Might be over here. I'll tell you what, while I'm here, let's go here and put this in there. I'm not wasting that. And there's a power switch. So it's on standby now. Thank God, I was hoping it was down here. I was thinking it might be up on that cliff or something, which would be a lot more annoying to have to deal with. This is fine. Great. Like, the only enemies that you really see is usually near a resource, and that's pretty much it. This is copper. This is whatever that is. You know what I should have done is I should have taken one of those miner things that I had back over there and brought it over here. With the 50 copper, I'll go back and start doing that stuff. think I'm back this way. Yeah, it's showing me where the hub is up top. Okay, so I'm here. So in order to make this, I need to make this first. It doesn't matter what I do, I need this at the end of the day. I'm gonna convert all of this while I can, or while I'm here. I'm just holding this button down anyway. So it's not super compelling, but the hook of being like, oh, this thing that I just spent so much time doing, I don't have to do this anymore. That's the appeal to me. And then it also ends up being this thing where, like, for me, personally, because of the way that they introduced recipes to you, like, you start making one thing and then you see another thing that's there. So I had this thing of, like, you know, I'll make something like I'm making wire right now. And I'm like, well, what the hell do I do with wire? And then you look that up and then you're like, well, what is cable for? So... Alright, so I made a bunch of cable. I should go do this part now. Back, doggy. Alright, pick up miner. I'm gonna take this thing over here. The waterfall up there. This here. This one here. So now I can technically get copper and iron automated somewhat. I imagine playing this with a bunch of people is probably like great. Like once you, if everybody goes off and does something and like you start having things happen faster and faster and faster, it's probably a really cool feeling. Alright, so this thing here, so this is the biomass burner, and then I built, I guess I didn't build it yet. That's right, because I needed that. The smelter, so I need to get some more rods. So we'll work on that in a second. Alright. This thing makes energy. Cool. This black thing here, this is where your power comes from here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. Put that there. Now, my thought was, I had this thought, I had this happen in SimCity, and the time I tried City Skylines was the same issue. Where I was like, well, this is clearly hooked up. And then you go here and you're like, alright, so I can use this and I can make iron ingots. 30 per minute. Cool. What do you need? You need to put iron in there. Okay. Flip it. No power. Then I was like, well, what the hell do I do? And then I realized, I was like, oh, so the loop is that I can do this, and then I can hook the power up to this. And now, once I come back over here, because this thing is turned off, I think, we'll flip this on. And then, let's see, this one on. And now it's just going to start making ingots on its own. Awesome. Super duper cool. But then, you go from like here to being like, well, how can I do this faster? Because right now the process I have is, if you look in here, any ingots I put in there, or I put in there, is going to make the ingots. Now I don't have to do that myself. You can just start dropping them in there. But then you get to the part where you start making conveyor belts, and you're like, well, what can I do with a conveyor belt? And then you realize, like, oh, I can makes something that mines and then takes the resources that it mines and then transports it straight to the back of this thing to make this. And it's a loop. Cool. I swear it's cool. I don't want to make all these by hand. Take these, put this in there. Okay. But I can't do some of that stuff yet because I don't have access to everything. Like this thing here. Like I said, this is the power line right there for sure. And then this right here is your input. You can put whatever in right in the back there, and you have this right here, which is your output. I might end up rotating this. We'll see. And I need to make plates. While all of this is happening, the thing that I already forgot about is I've been getting copper too instead of just iron. So I'm gonna have to go back over there and empty those things out, and I have the two iron things in front of me also that are probably like ready to be dumped. Okay, so this upgrade should be ready. 1, 2, 3, upgrade. Ooh. Now I'm sure on Steam there's probably, you know, something like an achievement or something for doing some of these.
You have unlocked scanner feature, limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective. Complete hub upgrade 4. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Again, they say things, and there's something about maybe the tone that they say stuff in that just in my head, it doesn't really like resonate the same. Like I just don't notice it when they're telling me what to do. Alright, so I need to find sandstone, which was, there's some here, I thought there's some closer. Oh, it's just out here. I might have passed by it on the way here. Shit, I did the same thing again. I want to make some of those little miney thingies so not to coming back here. Also, my new bunk. Got bunk beds. Bathroom. Computers, they have cute little messages on there. Yep. Okay. Alright, I just totally like lost my train of thought for a second there. Alright, so I need to go here. And wait, where the fuck is the workbench? I'm gonna tag this recipe so I don't forget what I'm doing. You just need a bunch of plates. My inventory is like full. Dump this in here. I'll put the 12 in. And that. Yes. What is this? What are these? It's just plants? I thought that was like a... Oh, it's a bird. I've never seen them do that before, and it's new to me. Alright. Okay. Not super concerned about going to get the iron now. I do want to find this other stuff though. I think that's it right in front of me. This little rock. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. And, okay, so another thing about this game is that this game has this really, you know, it's how some good games just go, where, like, you just kind of lose track of time because I've been playing this for a minute and it's already been, looks like about 40 minutes. What do I want to put down? Well, you know what I can do is I can put this... I guess this doesn't matter. I just like it being on the resource so I can tell what the hell I'm looking at. Not what I want. Also not what I want. What's my damn inventory? This here. But this one here. And I'll put, boom, this one here. I think by the time I finish mining this big piece, they should have some stuff for me to grab. There we go. I was like, is it not going to break? It's very confusing. Alright, so in that time, because I've already gathered a good amount, which means I already have like one full slot. My thingamajig. I'm gonna go put some more iron in here. This is full. That's why it stopped working. Make sure that this is still good. Yeah. This shows you what the consumption is. Is also useful. I just like to remember to like dump stuff in there before, you know, my inventory gets completely full. Alright. So what I can do from here is it looks like I have the option to make a power pole. And I think that means I need bags of cement, which I can make with the limestone that I just picked up. Like I said, everything leads to something else, which leads to another thing later, which is really, really, really addictive. Think about, you know what, I should just fill this up with this, because I can't do anything else in the limestone yet. Alright, so that's my power. What you use a power line for. This was when I had started messing with making stuff with limestone. It was like, or not limestone, power. And I was like, well, I have this here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out my like deconstructing thing, break this power line down. And what I had did originally is I was looking at this and I was like, well, clearly I need to get power, and I didn't understand that a biomass burner meant power. That part wasn't clicking. So what I had done is I was like, well, this is a power pole, and I have the stuff to make it, so I was like, maybe this generates power. Then I have to make a power line, so that's 2. And have that go to here. And I'm going to have this here go to here. So the important thing to note is that when you look at this here, it's got a number 2 out of 4. You can have 4 things hooked up to each power line. So I can have this hooked up to here. I can't split anything off of here, but I could have this go to something else. So what I'm going to try to do is, let's see, I got a constructor. I'm gonna need, what is that? Is that reinforced plates? Yes. Hello. Need rods to make reinforced plates. In order to make the rods, I need plates and screws. Making screws was when I had realized I had to turn this game off. I was like, this is too good. I don't think these things attack me. I think they just go for the trees. Like, I don't think this is... Clearly, it's not supposed to be happening. Clearly. Alright, so... Got that. 2 of these. I don't have any inventory space, so where's my chest? This in there. Put the wood in there. One, 2. Alright, so I got enough to make this. I'm sorry, I was thinking about what I was doing here. Also ends up being weird. The way that I did this last time is I had it going across here. You know what, let's I got a feeling I'm gonna have to shift everything back because of what I just did. This is a resource here, this is valuable. Got those. So stupid. It's... One of these is bigger than the other one is, which is the whole problem. Try to break that apart and do it again. Try to do that there. I don't think I have the ability to hook these two up together yet. No, I don't. Alright, so that thing over there needs power too, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm out of cable. Gotta make cable. Gotta make some cable. Let's go make cable. Do that. 2. Power going from there to there. So now this is hooked up. And then I can take this and use this thing here to construct stuff. So if I want to make plates or rods or cable or whatever, I can just have this machine here do that for me. It looks like I need a bunch of plates, so we'll go in here and we'll make plates. Flip this on. And then throw ingots in there. This in here. Love it. I love it. What am I doing now? I don't even know what I need. Let me go put some stuff in this the upgrade thing. I need 10 things of cement. I need 4 more of the wires. Hello. I'm alive. Then I need plates. This thing make a bunch of them yet? I need 75 of these. I really need to go get that copper. I just don't feel like running all the way over there. Have these, put these in here, get this upgrade. Sweet. Now it's more bigger. Stays pretty much the same, I think.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory
Useful.
additional slots.
So
Node
now,
objective. Complete
the
hub
doggy.
upgrade 5. Note: portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice: when planning the construction of buildings, note
Oops.
the placement of conveyor belts.
Okay. So now I can take this and then I can have this go into here. So now when this makes the ingots that I used to have to do by hand, I used to have to do all this stuff by hand. Now this is getting automated and it's coming into here, and this has its own supply. You can see that it's refilling itself. So I just need to keep an eye on this for now. Such a cool loop, and I gotta make sure I have enough fuel. I do. So far I just have these. Hang on a sec. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. My game was saved. Like, man, the satisfaction of looking at this and being like, this thing is doing the thing that I spent so much time doing before, and then it's going here and it's doing another thing. That's so good. It's priceless. Oh boy. Alright. Hub terminal. Upgrade 5. So I need a bunch of rods. So what I'm going to do here is, because this is making these already, I'm going to go in here, change this recipe to rods. Now it's going to be making rods instead. It's going to be making a lot more of those than it was making the plates. Oops. We go over here, take this out. I want to keep this thing full. It's not so much that I want to keep it full, it's that I'm tired of having this stuff in my inventory. The goal... This is one of those games where, like, the ultimate goal is to make it so you don't have to do certain things, so you can go do other things, so then you can do less stuff. Or you can do more stuff faster or better or whatever. So now I'm going to come back over here. This is a journey. We'll figure out something to do here. I got these two miners that I haven't even been touching. But this was the whole point of having these things, is that I've got these here so I didn't have to, like, come here to manually do this. There's no reason to put anything out there yet. Think power, logistics, conveyor belt, conveyor pole. I've got this weird feeling, maybe once it gets bigger, it'll be necessary, but I have this weird feeling that the conveyor poles are probably like an aesthetic thing. Boy, I sure do hate this thing just walking through my base constantly. This is fine though. I'll live with it. Alright. That's making my poles. So I'm going to go over here in the meantime and make copper ingots. I'm having thoughts. This is how this game works, is I'm sitting here and I'm doing this and I'm thinking, like, where can I put another smelter and constructor to make this more good? which means I'm gonna have to move my workshop, I think, which is fine. Also, so in order to make this cable that I'm constructing right now, what you have to do is you have to make the copper wire first, which means that you have to make the copper ingots. So one of the things, again, that ended up being really, really, really like, it was like an aha moment for me, was sitting here and being like, does that mean that I can take, say, one thing and then make, make a smelter and then make a constructor and have that go to another constructor? And then, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Take this down. I want to see if I can put this... Like, I need this, I just don't know where to put it at. I can't put it up anywhere yet. I want it to be somewhere where I can actually, like, see it easily. How about... I feel like putting it in the front is a mistake because of the way it's sloped. Put it out here. It's fine. Who gives a shit? Well, that's done. This here, this is the rate that it's making stuff at. Let's see. Now what I was thinking of doing was going here and then... And copper wire. My brain hurts trying to think about all the stuff that's going on here. But it hurts in a good way. Because I'm actually thinking about what I'm doing, I guess. And it's not... I guess what's nice about it is that the game isn't forcing me to do this. The game isn't like, well, you have to put this here. It's the only way to make this. Like, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. And then you look at it later and you're like, well, that means that I could do this. Oops, I didn't make the wires, made the ingots. Idiot. Idiot. Okay. We're gonna have this set up the same as the other side just to keep things simple for myself. Oh no. No, okay, I was gonna say, is it not gonna let me do the same basic layout for some reason? So that would have been devastating for me. Got that. I'm gonna put this... Oops, I need reinforced plates. Well, whatever, that's fine. I don't think I have any wire cable on me. Man, the journey of starting this game off and then just having more and more and more stuff done for you is so good. It's such a simple thing, but it feels so good. All right. Beans. Another upgrade that happened. Now, I figure out what I want to do in terms of power. I think I'm gonna go here. This one hooked up to here, because this is the last thing I can have hooked up to there. It's gonna go there, that's gonna go... Yikes. This up to here. Now that has power too. Oh, you know what? This is it. This is what happened before.
Building minor Mark 1.
This was what threw me off last time. Alright, so...
Additional biomass burner. 10th objective. Complete hub upgrade 6. Note. There are no notes.
There we go. I had started, like, what I did before, I think in the last attempt is I had, like, these, and then I had this split into another one, and it was just burning a ton of fuel, like, really quick, and it was going into these. And, it was no good. Alright. So that's going there. And now, we can finally start making these things. So since this is doing all of my copper stuff, I'm going to do here is I'm going to go here. What do I need? Portable miner. Or sorry, this is iron here. Pick up the miner. Take that. I need more concrete. Shit. I gotta go back over here. It's so far away. I think I actually have some of the stuff I need in storage, but I'd rather get it from here. I think you end up getting these jump pads that you can probably use to, like, instead of having to run all the way over here, I can probably like land on one of those and like just be here. That limestone, more, and then the last bit. Cool. All this stuff comes in handy, man. Instead of having to sit there forever and do that by hand, like, it's already made. I'm just now needing it. It was like, how come I'm not picking up anything? It's because my... what's it called is full. Alright, it's still going. Sweet. Concrete. Need this. What is this last upgrade? Pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. I got this made. Now this is just gonna do what it does. I gotta make sure that thing stays fueled though. I really appreciate how this game introduces stuff to you without telling you what it's doing. Like, you just kind of start getting things, then you're like, alright, well, I can do this, so now I can do this. So what this is doing for me is this is mining this copper here. So I don't have to worry about going over and grabbing those things, but I can take this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a conveyor belt that's going to go here, and now this is feeding it all of the stuff that I've been having to keep in here. Again, it's such a good loop. It's I can't express it. It's so freaking cool. Oh man. This is full of these. Don't have any more of that in there. Can I make a biomass burner yet? Nope. I can take this though, and I can go here. And then... because this is a new thing I can make. Put this here. And what this is going to do is this is going to let me take whatever I make from here. And that's going to... oh shit, I gotta rotate it. Redo. Okay, so we're going to make that again. We're going to make the storage container. I just realized that was the output. My mistake. We've got a storage container now, so this means I can take this. It's going to go in here, and then it's going to hook straight into there. And now, those rods that I've been making. Look at that. Look at that assembly line. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Oh boy, I got to keep an eye on this thing over here, and I got to keep an eye on my fuel too, which is clearly already a problem. So this is the problem with the biomass thing, is that like you end up having to just constantly keep an eye out for whatever you can find to throw in there. And I think you get to the point where you can make it, but then I think you can also use like coal, which is probably like more efficient. Means you don't have to, you know, spend your whole time doing this. Alright, so that's good. The reason this is using up so much power is because it's using this. This is fueling these three things here. That storage container doesn't need any fuel. And then I can come over here and look at that. I got a bunch of these already. Love it. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. I'm going to change the production on this to be... plates. Which is fine. Power pole. It's such a bummer that I can't go over there and like make what I want to make yet. I want to make something to go get the copper. Right now I need a bunch of coppery stuff. I'll be alright. Go over there later. I'm thinking about what I'm doing here. I think another thing I really like about this is that you can go to any of the machines if you want to, and like, well, I'm not using this now, and you can just shut off production. Like, if I don't want to mine, and I just want to use the other two parts to do whatever, I can shut off production there, and it's done. It's great. Go to 130. This in here. How many plates do I have? Concrete. Yep. That hesitation is every time I turn around, I was like, wait, what the hell was I doing? I keep forgetting where stuff is here. I make a bunch of concrete just in case I need to make some more power poles or something. You never know. 20 will work. And then I can also make some of these. That'll probably be enough. Dang. I was right. It was like exactly enough. I think I have like one more left. 2. Alright, so we're gonna put this in here.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Space Elevator, Building Biomass Burner, Heart, Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
Sweet. So
additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
So what that just did.
Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
I can take where's this at? Let's see. This biomass burner, I can make this now, which lets me generate power wherever I need to. I just have to keep it fueled. Plates for that. Plates, rods, that's cool. Alright. Oh, okay. I just need to make one of those. That's fine. I should have picked that stuff up there. I can't make something. I don't know which one it is. I came out all this way and I can't make one of the things I wanted to make here. The biomass burner. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can only make one of them though. That's what it is. I got this hooked up, and I just gotta give this some fuel. That's why I was running around like crazy pressing E on the way over here. If I could get a bunch of it, this can just go for a while on its own. I need that. Is this using up? Not a ton. Put half of this in there. If I could make a storage container here, that would be great. I need more plates. Can't do it. I think you can make vehicles in this game now, which is very useful. Like, I remember seeing, I think somebody had made like a skate park, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. But now I understand why that would be useful. Whereas I didn't before. Reinforced plates, so it means I need some screws. What's going on? Out of power? Out of power. Also, the other thing that I thought was cool about this is I saw this and I was like, wow, it's really cool that I have this conveyor belt. But then when I got close to it and I was like, oh my god, I can just grab one of these if I want to. I can just take something off the line and it keeps coming through. It's so cool. It's such a minor thing, but it's really rewarding being able to just do that. God, I'm blanking on what I was about to do. I need to make wire. That's for something else though. Just have a bunch of wire. Reinforced plates. Cable. Should have had a bunch of cable anyway. I need more wire. Look at that. Look at that loop. Oops. Got this going over here. I don't know what I wanted to do with this. I know I just wanted to have this done. You know what? I probably wanted to make wire. I keep needing it. Where'd the doggo? Hi, doggy. God. I'm looking at this here and like I'm just like my brain just broke. And to remove this. Okay. Well. My masterpiece. Never ending. This is how this goes, is that like you want to do one thing and then you start going into like another thing, and now I'm thinking like, well, I got this over here. So then I would want to figure out how to link this over to here or something, so I don't have to like, you know, manually run over there. I need to keep this over here fueled better. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop here because I think I've done pretty good. I'm happy with my progress for right now. And I will see you later. Peace.